He looks stylish, I'll say that much for him, and a little bit quick, vertical movement, but Antion just whistled a right across his nose. And early on, Acosta caught him with a couple of punches, and Antion just shook his head like, now I know kind of what you got. And so in this first round, he's trying to figure out what he's got.
That's what you have to do, no, Raul, against a fighter that you've never seen. We couldn't get tapes of him because out of Venezuela, there wasn't much to show his style, but you gotta just figure it out.
Yeah, you just gotta, he's following his game plan. He's breaking them down. That's a typical style that Antion fights. Come forward, aggressive, body shots. Needs some time. He usually starts slow sometimes.
Let's listen into the corners here.
He's trying to catch you coming in. See, you can't be reaching in with him. You got to focus on your jab first. Come in with the jab. Poquito, no le hace que esté cerquita con él, pero
just little, even if you're close to him.
To get you. Jab him. Jab him, finta, de vez en cuando, finteando.
Gotta feint.
He's running crazy. So as he's running crazy, he's just going all these punches. Vaseline. Vaselina. So you need to
not a calm. Don't get desperate, just be calm. I'm just going to put Vaseline on you so that when he hits you, those punches slip. How do you feel? Good? All right. You need to use your left a lot better. Spit it out. When he's coming in, you got to connect the right and then the uppercut with the left. If you need to, I need you to hold him.
Round 2 scheduled for 12. You saw Rudy Hernandez. We'd like to also give a shout out to his brother, two-time world champion, Renato Hernandez, who's been going through some health issues. Understand he's doing better. And we wish him the best, of course. A member of the top-ranked family for years.
I was speaking with Mr. Hernandez, the father of Renato, earlier today at the hotel, and he says it seems that Renato will be going out to Houston for the final leg of his treatment, and they're extremely happy.
Oh, that's a good thing to hear. Gennaro's always been a great guy, and I know him personally too. And
definitely a class act inside and outside the ring, and that's who Urbano has to look up to. So he's barking up the right tree.
Antion now starting to bore straight in a little bit more. He pretty much knows what he's got in against it, and this is exactly where he wants Costa, right in that corner. Now, Costa's showing a lot of speed, but speed without any effectiveness really isn't. You have to land your punches. And he's showing a lot of flashes, up on his toes and movement, but and Rudy wisely telling Antion to work that jab and try to cut him off. That's what you do when a guy's running around the ring. You cut off the ring, and
he just can't follow him forward. He's got to move side to side, and if he moves to the right, you cut him off this way. To the right, then he moves to the left, you cut him off with a body shot.
Back right there. Nice punch, Antion. And he's got him in the corner.
Nice flurry to get him off of him. But nonetheless, you can see the punching power of Antillon, who catches the guy in constant movement. But even though he's moving, he causes damage. And that tells you how strong Urbano Antillon is. Good body shot by Urbano.
Costa tried to sneak in a little uppercut there. Wasn't very effective. The body shot. You got a guy that's moving like this, really knows. You got to hit him in the body. You got to work your jab and cut off the ring. That's it. That takes those legs away.
Yeah, that's exactly what Urbano is doing. He keeps pounding that body by the 5th, 6th round. Trust me.
He won't be running around.
Acosta won't be running the same way. He'll be more in front of him, and then Urbano will be able to do whatever he wants with him.
Urbano's very disciplined, both inside and outside of the ring, and that's why, when you train under Rudy Hernandez, it's his way or the highway, and he's been with him since he was 11 years old. So that speaks volumes about Urbano Antillon, who worked so hard, finally get his opportunity after 9 years as a pro for his first world title. He does it here in Mexico, his first fight in his parents' homeland, so this is a fight that means a lot to the man in silver.
And what else, Raul? I mean, all that movement and running around that Acosta's doing, that takes a lot out of you too,
Wasted
right?
energy, wasted energy, and then you got a bull like Antillon that's coming forward like that.
You barely hear the bell ring, but it did ring.
Didn't hear the bell.
Didn't hear the bell. We got a little bit of a marker under the right eye over here of Antillon.
Take a listen in on the corner here.
So we see Antillon imposing his will, doubling up and down, working the body. He's following his game plan, and that's what I like about Antillon. He doesn't lose his composure. Look how relaxed he is. He's just coming forward, just working, making him work.
On the left hooks, there we see the slip on the rope, on the bottom rope, and did well to recover. But Antillon said, "I've got him hurt." That's one of the things you can't go for broke that early in the fight, because he didn't hurt him really. It was just a slip, but Antillon trying to take advantage, but at least put him on the canvas. You can see how shiny his opponent Miguel Acosta is, because they really have been putting that Vaseline on to try to slip those punches.
But I'm not worried about Antillon getting tired. I mean, this guy, he's always in excellent shape, and being Rudy Hernandez being his trainer. I mean, every fighter that he's got, he makes sure the conditioning is very important for his fighters.
Once again, we in Palenque de Faria in Tepic, Mexico. Alan Masvidal along with Raul Marquez and Bernardo Osuna bringing you the action here. It's been an action-packed night as we always expect.
Ooh. Little uppercut there, but Antillon is keeping his hands up, tight, neat defense. A lot of the punches are just hitting his gloves, his arms, and that's wearing down Acosta. The guy Antillon's just coming forward, blocking the punches.
Antillon's very technically sound. Now he's going to the body, 2 body shots. Acosta will have to slow down.
Nice uppercut there by Acosta. That's one thing Antillon cannot continue to do, lean his head forward and be so static. He needs to move it, because Acosta knows exactly where his head's going to be.
Acosta is trying to unload here a little bit as the lights fade a little bit. Don't do that.
I don't worry so much about the lights fading as I do about the fighters fading, like we had Rubillar fading in the fight against Giovanni Segura as a last-minute replacement. What heart Rubillar showed just to show up.
That's a good right hand moving straight in. Like we said, no other way to put it. Very technical sound is Antillon, and he comes straight in, and he's not wasting any punches, and that's important.
Not only is he technically sound, I mean, getting back to the experience that Antillon has, sparring all them rounds with Manny Pacquiao, Edwin Valero. I mean, he's learned a lot with sparring world champions at that caliber.
Every one of them says that Urbano Antillon is the toughest sparring partner they have, as Antillon now moves forward. But you know what? There's a lot of gym champions. You hear about guys who are champions in the gym, and then they get out, without headgear and into the crowds, and they just can't handle the pressure. Urbano is a type who can handle the pressure. He's waited, he's bided his time, and now it's his time to shine.
There's a rumor that he has collected the $1,000 knockdown bonus of Manny Pacquiao at the Wild Card Gym. Now, I can't confirm it. Manny wouldn't tell me. But like you said, he's probably his toughest sparring opponent.
Well, Manny has been quoted in the newspapers and on the internet as saying that Urbano is the toughest sparring opponent in the sport.
Trying to cut off the ring. Acosta's ducking and moving the final 10 seconds of round 3. Oh, good right hand. See, he's doing a good job cutting him off.
Take a listen to Rudy Hernandez.
See Antillon working him good off the corner, but he gets away, a little slippery still there. Acosta, and I think he's fading. I mean, this is the 4th round coming up. He's not as mobile as in the 1st round. Like I said in the past, he keeps working that body. He's not going to be able to move. His legs are going to go, and then the rest will go.
And what I like, guys, is Antillon seems to be right at the end of his punches where his power is. He doesn't get caught up inside. He knows how to keep his distance, and he's going to get to this guy if he keeps working him in the body. And we just got a shower over here, but that's okay.
But that's the beauty about Antillon. I mean, he's a finisher. There he gets caught with a solid uppercut by Miguel Acosta. But it's really interesting how he manages the distance quite well. When he wants to stalk, he does that. When he wants to step forward, and when you look at what we saw earlier on the fights, just the way he keeps his legs perfectly distanced, and that helps him generate a ton of power. Rudy Hernandez says that, you know, even with his brother, he wanted the title more than Gennaro wanted. And with Urbano Antillon, he can tell that Urbano really wants to come away with a victory and finally become a world champion.
Costa's getting too familiar with his corner over here. Had a little bit of a brown out there for a second, guys. So Antillon needs to turn the lights out before they turn the lights out, would be my opinion.